No ringing out. No ringing out.
Okay, Pat O'Connor is ahead by 1 fall.
We got an interview.
Here we are into the 2nd fall coming up now.
We got an interview.
And a double wrist lock. However, Wilson counters with a headlock. Pat O'Connor pushing out of the headlock and turning the headlock into a reverse wrist lock, but too much power there. Jack Wilson going in the trunks. You ever watch the lie of Jack T-Van is right there watching for any untoward move. Pat O'Connor pushing out of this headlock, trying to put it into a reverse wrist lock. Again, Jack Wilson going for the trunks. Still holding the headlock on Pat O'Connor. What is this guy trying to do here, this Jack Wilson? Holds the headlock on O'Connor, roughs him up in it.
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Again, O'Connor is trying to turn this headlock into a wrist lock, a reverse wrist lock, or possibly a double wrist lock.
Got it.
Wilson still hangs on to the headlock. O'Connor's out of it now. However, he's pretty well groggied up. He fell right back into it again. O'Connor with a hip throw. Into the referee's hole momentarily. O'Connor has a headlock on Jack Wilson. Wilson with a handful of hair. Boy, he drove a terrific wallop to the mouth of Jack Wilson that time. Cross-body throw, and down goes Wilson to the mat. Pat O'Connor still holding on to the headlock. Wilson breaking it up, taking O'Connor into the head scissor. There's Jack Wilson holding a head scissor on the world champion, Pat O'Connor. O'Connor flail kicks his way out of it. Pat O'Connor with the takedown. Trying for a shoulder press. Got the count of 1 on Jack Wilson. Moves it up a little higher. Jack Wilson pretty close to losing the fall that time. That's Pat O'Connor. As I said before, Pat O'Connor can rough it up or he can wrestle straight. That shook Wilson up. Body lift. And a slam. Boy, that was really a slam. Don't know whether the ring is going to hold together on that count of 2. Wilson clips the champion off him. There's Pat O'Connor. Look at the situation over momentarily. Jack Wilson facing him into the referee's hole. Face roughing on the champion. Almost a count of 3 that time. Jack T-Van in there with an eagle eye on him. Wilson going for the trunks. The count of almost a count of 3 for disqualification that time. Jack Wilson has something in his hand. We can't see what it is. Now we see what it is. Just a moment here. What's going on? Drop kick. Takes Jack Wilson, and here's a body press. And the count of 3. Well, Jack Wilson tried a trick that time on the world's champion, but the world's champion was watching for him. You know, we mentioned he was digging in his trunks there trying to find some foreign object, and he did. It was a packet, a roll of nickels. I'll tell you more about that a little later on here. But first, we're going to have to go into the ringside here and get the announcement from Leonard Sterling.
The time of the 2nd fall 5 minutes and 3 seconds with a drop kick and a body press, the winner and still the world's heavyweight wrestling champion,